what I put up is Dane, and in this video I'm going to be telling you how to lose belly fat forever, right? So if you're the person right now that's thinking, oh man, I just lose weight and gain it straight back, and you really want to know this quick as possible, and just you want to lose it forever, right? You're just tired, sick and tired of losing weight and gaining weight, this is the video for you. So first of all, we need to understand that losing weight is real easy, but sustaining it is not so easy, and I'm going to tell you how you can do this, some methods and stuff like this, but I don't want to ramble too much. I just wanted to say that. So some methods that you can use after you've lost that belly fat, right? And this video is about losing belly fat forever, not just like once and then regain it back then once. This is staying like lean and ripped all year round. So some methods that I recommend is fasting, right? So don't worry if you're not into fasting, I'll give you some other methods, but the whole good thing about intermittent fasting that I personally use is that you just push the meal later on in the day and you can still kind of eat your favorite junky food, stuff like this, right? So it's really good method if you want to still get those cheat foods in, if that's what you want to call it. Secondly, you need to understand that food, and we all know this, is like a socializing thing, right? You go to your friends, they give you food, all this kind of stuff. You can deal with this as well, right? So if you're the person that says, oh man, I eat so healthy the rest of the week, I'm losing weight, then I go to my parents or something and they give me all this food, that's okay. If you tell them not to and you don't want to say that, that's also okay, you can do this. First of all, eat really healthy before you go, and this also applies if you have to go to restaurants because of business, blah blah. Eat really healthy in the morning or whenever, just before. Eat just loads of vegetables, loads of protein as well, because you have to understand that all these fatty foods, like all these sweet nice foods that you like, contain a high amount of fat, right? And fat is double the amount of calories than protein and carbs, so keep that in mind as well. And you don't get enough protein in that meal most of the time because they're stingy. So yeah, protein and a lot of vegetables before, and then when you go to that meal you can eat whatever you want, so you don't need to limit yourself too much. So that's some methods. Other methods as well, just become active. I'm getting quite hyper now, I'm getting like amped up. Active is so important. I see way too many people, they go on crash diets, they go on like a sick diet, but it's called crash diet for a reason, right? Because they lose a lot of weight, like paleo diet or whatever ketogenic diet is real good for losing a lot of weight fast, right? But is it sustainable, maintainable? No, definitely isn't. You need to be able to go on a diet that's called like flexible dieting, right? If you go off your diet one day, you can come back on it without being stressed, stuff like this. So stay active. This is the most important part of all of these methods, is just stay active, be productive, buy a standing desk, don't lay around, move as much as you can, all these kind of things. Build rituals into your life where you go for walks every day, walk the dog, do stuff like this. It's so important for losing belly fat forever, really. Okay, now one really important one just before we end this video as well is vegetables, right? And you need to change your relationship to food if you really want to lose belly fat forever, serious. I know a lot of people, and in society people are just like food's becoming a different thing than it used to be back in the day when we used to be apes and monkeys and stuff like this. We used to hunt for shit. This has all changed. Today it's like, oh, it's luxurious, blah blah blah. And yeah, you can make it luxurious, sure, but eat good for 6 days, then eat bad for 1 day. That's fine. It's what you do the most that counts, right? It's like if you eat bad for 6 days and good for 1 day, that shit doesn't matter at all. So you need to change your relationship to food. In your head, think, okay, food is more to fuel my body and stay healthy than it is for luxury and enjoying myself all the time. I'm not saying you have to eat shit food all the time. I'm sure you do like some healthy foods. Some of you may like mushrooms that's healthy or something like this, peppers, all kinds of foods like this. You do like some healthy foods, so just eat those healthy foods that you like. You don't need to eat cake, all this kind of shit. So change your relationship with food. This interlinks with vegetables, right? I don't know about you, and I keep saying this past few videos, I've never heard anyone get fat on a fruit and vegetable diet. Instead of eating chocolate and sweets, this is a big tip here, real big tip. Instead of eating chocolate and sweets, eat fruits, right? It gives you that sweet craving that you've wanted. Like frozen fruits in particular, even some honey, right? That's what I do. I put honey on the frozen fruits with yogurt, or yogurt, whatever you want to call that shit name. That will really like get that craving out of the way, right? Just put honey on fruits. It tastes like a chocolate bar, right? It tastes real nice. So anyway, change your relationship with food. Fruits and vegetables, real important. Now I've told you how to lose belly fat forever. Basically, I've given you some methods that you can use. It's so important, right? And One more thing you can actually use as well is black coffee, right? Black coffee is an appetite suppressant, but when I say use this, right, don't just say, oh yes, this is gonna help me lose belly fat forever. I've been drinking coffee all the time, this doesn't work, or anything like this, right? Just use it when you really need it. When you feel hungry and you know you've actually been overeating that day a little bit, or you know you've got to overeat, just blunt your appetite. This is what I use for intermittent fasting. Use some black coffee, right? This doesn't mean sugar and shit like this. Okay, so now one more thing before I end this video. I keep saying that because I just want to provide as much value as possible. So many people say, oh, eating healthy, you need to eat whole grains, brown rice, no white rice. This in some way applies, in some way it doesn't, right? Would you rather be some guy that's so anal about whole grains and stuff like this, and you're way too focused? Because I know some people, family have even done this, right? They say, Dane, I'm healthy now, watch this, I'm going on the diet, whole grains, everything. They're going on crash diets because they're not even easing themselves in, right? Just concentrate on healthy foods like oats, potatoes. Doesn't matter if it's white potatoes or sweet potatoes, the glycemic index, nothing like this really matters too much. Just try and keep your foods healthy, a lot of vegetables. Yeah, I think you get the point about vegetables, don't you? So that's basically how to lose belly fat forever and stay active, right? It's just so important. In society, man, people are playing Xbox and just on their phone all the time, which I've got nothing against, but if you're just sitting all day, this just doesn't make sense to me, and why you still struggle to gain weight. One more thing as well, I keep saying one more thing, just adding, but this is seriously the last thing now. I forgot what I wanted to say, Dane, man. What was I going to say? Yeah, when you lose weight, right, the reason why it's so easy to gain weight back up is because of this. Your hormone levels have been suppressed, right? They've been hitting rock bottom, and you just feel like binging, right? This is so common. At the moment, I'm bulking, I'm eating healthy, I don't have any cravings for junk food because my body fat is like a good level, right? It's like 14% or something like this. However, when I start dieting to like 10%, when I get 11-10%, my body is craving these sugars, the chocolate and stuff like this. So when you do have that, maybe have one day binge, right? Maybe have that. But the next day, the next 2 days, then pick it back up, start eating more healthy, and that's about it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video on how to lose belly fat forever. And one more thing. Increase your awareness of food as well, right? So what you can do is just use a app called MyFitnessPal. If you want, you could just track your calories. If you're that serious about it. If you're not that serious about it, you can go by serving size and stuff like this. I'm not a big fan of that, but anyway, yeah, that's the last thing I think. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more notifications of my free videos a day. Increase your knowledge, build muscle, lose fat, all this kind of good stuff. Increase your appearance, get aesthetic. Leave a comment down below if you've actually watched this video to this point, from me saying, oh, one more thing. I'd like to know you actually watched my videos like 10 minutes and shit like this. So anyway, stay positive, stay smiling, and you already know the deal. I'll see you in the next one.